Hi SMK families, I'm Mrs. Libs, and Mrs. Jansen asked if I would share with you an interest or a hobby of mine, and so I thought I would share with you my interest of our horse Beau and of our donkey. Now, Beau is what they call the breed of a quarter horse, and what that means is that he is a fast runner for short distances. He's a sprinter, usually a quarter mile, and that is how they got the name of a quarter horse. Now, Beau was born February 18th, 1988, and that makes him 32 years old. That's very old for a horse. Their life expectancy is anywhere between 25 and 35 years. But I also read that they can live longer. Now, Beau, he is retired, and now what he does is he, grazes in the pasture. And I say grazing, but yet it is difficult for him to eat grass sometimes. He can't get it all in because being at the age that he is of 32, he only has 5 teeth. So we have to give Beau a special diet. And let me show you what that special diet is. We first give him feed, but also we have to give him what is called beet pulp. And the beet pulp comes in bags, like this, hard little pellets. And then we have to mix it with water and let it sit for 15 minutes or longer. And then this becomes what the beet pulp looks like, and then Beau is able to eat that. Now, Beau, when he was younger, he was great for trail rides, pasture rides, and also rodeo sports. Now, my husband, he grew up with horses. I did not. And he, started riding horses probably by the time he could walk. And when he got Beau, he used Beau as a team roping horse. And what that means is that you have 2 people on a horse, and they shoot out of a gate, and one person takes the rope and they catch the steer by the horns, and the other person catches the steer by the hind legs, and they're timed. And Beau was a really good team roping horse, but now he's retired. Now I want to introduce you to Donkey. Now, we're not sure of Donkey's age. When we got Donkey, a friend of ours, he had a horse that was lame, and he asked if he could let his horse come to our pasture just to, rest and recuperate. We said, sure, he could. Well, when he brought his horse, he also brought Donkey. And once his horse was better, he picked up his horse, but he didn't take Donkey. But we were okay with that because Beau and Donkey, they are now really best buds. Now again, like I said, we don't know how old Donkey is, but we're thinking he's a pretty old horse too. Okay. Now, so Donkey walks with a limp, and a year ago, Donkey had an infection in his foot, and so my husband and I would have to go out to the pasture twice a day, take a bucket of Epsom salt and water, and we would have to soak his foot. He is much better now. He still walks with a limp, but the vet checks on him and it's not infected, so that's good news. Now, donkeys are very intelligent animals. They can remember an area, or they can remember other donkeys that they have met or lived with 25 years ago. I was pretty impressed when I heard about that. Now, our donkey is very vocal. When my husband and I, if we walk outside, he'll bray. And what that is, that's like a hee-haw is what it is. And he's usually communicating to us because he wants us to come up and, give him a treat or, feed him some grain. So now, some interesting facts about donkeys. Donkeys in the desert, when they would bray, it's to communicate with other donkeys. They can bray in the desert, and it can last, they can hear each other up to 60 miles away. Another interesting fact is that donkeys can live to be 50 years old. This is Nub. Donkeys can live to be 50 years old, and again, we don't know how old our donkey is. Now, I want you to see something on Donkey's back. Donkey has a cross on his back. Now, I don't know if you knew that or not, but let me tell you the legend behind the legend behind donkey and the cross on his back. I'm going to read it so I don't. So donkeys, the legend tells us the reason the donkey has a cross on their backs is because donkeys carried Jesus to Jerusalem on Palm Sunday. The donkey saw the tragic event of Jesus' crucifixion, and the donkey wished that he had been able to carry the cross for Jesus and bear his burden. In reward for the loyal, humble love of the donkey for Jesus, the Lord caused the shadow of the cross to fall across the back of the donkey. Ever since, the donkey has carried a sign of love of God for all to see. It's a great legend. In my mind, it could be true because, as we know, God does work in mysterious ways. Well, I want to thank you all for joining me today and to meet Beau and Donkey and Nub. Have a wonderful Easter. Enjoy your family. Get out and enjoy this beautiful weather. And hopefully we can all get together soon. Take care. God bless.